Today, the eyes and ears of the 21st century are focused on new developments, new technologies, new emerging companies. We're on the scene to bring it to you as it happens.
We anchor from our new studios in Los Angeles and then go out all over America to get to the heart of the story.
I'm Bert Tenzer.
I'm Bella Shaw.
I'm Doug Llewellyn.
I'm William Shatner, and this is Heartbeat of America. Our show focuses on corporate America, its stories, its drama, its breakthroughs. We'll be going out today to report on an organization that is impacting our lives and shaping our future. An organization that truly is the heartbeat of America.
In the 20th century, a group of future Americans led by William Shatner ventured out into the universe. The challenge? To take the American spirit and courage to the final frontier of man, outer space. It was an exciting time on television, but it was only a fantasy.
It's the challenge to unite America and to keep our economy and our country moving forward.
This has inspired Heartbeat of America to launch a special series entitled Keeping America Strong.
In the 20th century, William Shatner took us off on a voyage into the universe to experience what life is like on other planets. But now, here in the 21st century, he's back to explore what life is like right here on our own planet. This is all part of a very special series that we call Keeping America Strong. And as you know, part of Keeping America Strong lies in protecting Americans from one of the biggest and most dangerous threats that we face, fire. And you know, in today's world, that's not easy. Our properties throughout America have fire sprinkler systems that are installed to help protect lives and property, but unfortunately, they don't all work when we need them the most. Oftentimes, paint has been sprayed on them, that is on the head of a fire sprinkler head, and it creates a seal, which in the event of a fire greatly increases the risk that the fire sprinkler head won't activate, thus placing lives and property in danger. Our guests today devote themselves and their company to the important task of making certain that this does not happen, and we're about to find out just how they go about doing it. They are the partners who are the head of a company called Coverguardian, and it is headquartered in Forney, Texas, which is a suburb of the city of Dallas. They are the producers of paint covers for fire sprinkler heads. This is a fascinating story, and when you hear it, you are going to say to yourself, why didn't I think of that? Very seriously. I'd like you to meet now on my left Daryl Fletcher and Don McKay, who are partners in this company called Coverguardian. Gentlemen, welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Tell me, first off, really be specific. I've kind of described the problem, but when paint gets on a fire sprinkler head, why is that a problem?
Well, first it can change the rate at which the fire head can react.
Okay.
The little element in there melts when a fire hits.
Yeah.
And then causes the sprinkler head to open and squirt the water to put out the fire. If it's coated, then it's going to react slower, if it reacts at all, because it's covered.
All right, look, I'm going to show you a picture here. We're going to show you the difference, all right, right now, while we're talking about this. First off, if you can get a close-up picture of this, what you're about to see is a brand new fire head, sprinkler fire head. You can see there is a red liquid in the middle here. Down at the base is the fire sprinkler head. Explain to me what that red liquid is.
That red liquid is a chemical.
Yeah.
And the chemical it reacts according to
heat,
the level of heat.
Right.
That sprinkler head is a recessed fire sprinkler head that activates at 155 degrees.
So in other words, at 155 degrees, this liquid will
expand.
Break. It'll expand.
And it breaks the glass vial.
And that's a little glass too. And on the back, as you can see, this is where the water connection is made. So there's a full force of water standing behind here. And when this breaks, the water comes through.
Exactly.
And that's what makes the sprinkler head work. Okay, now you're going to look at one of these sprinkler heads that has been painted. And here it is. Now, if you get a close look, you can see that it is totally covered with paint. That little tube where the red liquid is inside has been covered with paint. And bottom line, the sprinkler head itself, which is in the very base down here, it's also covered with paint. So it's very possible this could be totally clogged up, right?
Very much so.
And that when this does eventually melt, it won't let water through?
Well, the seal that's created by the paint, there's a possibility that the plug will not release.
Right.
Therefore, similar to a paint sealing a window, not being able to open the window.
It just won't. So anyway, I just want to point that out. This kind of describes the big problem. I want you to take a close look at this. This is what the two of you have come up with. And it is such an ingenious device, but it works like a charm. And really, it's a plastic dome. This is what you call the Coverguardian, right?
The Coverdome.
Coverdome.
The Coverdome. Coverdome. And you're about to see what happens. When you bring in a sprinkler head, you simply put the Coverdome on the sprinkler head. Voila. It's sealed. The bottom of this has tape. You pull off the tape. This is a sticky substance. You put it on, and it sticks. So that if this were on the ceiling, for example, it stays. If it was installed on the wall of an apartment building, it stays. And the point is, you put this on before the painter's about to come in and spray paint the apartment or whatever, and when he finishes, he takes it off. And the other point, as I understand, if he forgets to take it off, what happens?
It should, after a short period of time, fall off on its own. The stickiness on the part that sticks to the ring is a low tack sticky compared to the very high tack that holds it to the Coverdome.
So this is it, folks. An ingenious device that has applications in buildings, apartment buildings, stores, literally all over the country.
All over the country.
Why is it that painters don't pay attention to this? And how do the sprinkler heads, why is it they get covered with paint so often? What's the process that causes this to happen?
Well, a painter typically, in the past, has covered fire sprinkler heads with paper, masking paper, plastic baggies, masking tape, and in doing so, they have to handle the fire sprinkler head. That poses the risk of breaking that glass vial.
They're afraid to touch them.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Because if they touch it and break it, then you got a real mess on your hands. You get a close look again, you can see this device goes totally over here. It covers it all totally. There's no paint that's going to get into that.
That's right.
Exactly.
And this is it's a really inexpensive. This is less than $1.
Right. It's a 75-cent item.
Yeah.
As opposed to a $50 replacement per head.
Yeah.
Quite a savings in terms of replacing the painted heads.
We're learning all about a company called Coverguardian. They are the producers of the Coverdome. Coverdome. I'll get it right. The Coverdome. Our guests again are Don McKay and Daryl Fletcher, who are they are the partners in the firm Coverguardian, which is headquartered in the Dallas suburb of Forney, Texas. They are the makers of this device, the Coverdome, which is made to cover sprinkler heads. There's we've been talking about this for a while. Another very interesting point is when a painter, for example, would go in and use some kind of tape or paper material to cover a sprinkler head. It takes time.
It does.
So you can't do this in one minute or 2 minutes. It's like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yes.
Or more. And they don't have time to do that because they're getting paid per apartment very often. So that's another reason why these things often get painted over and clogged up. Now it's my honor to present our Keeping America Strong Award to Don McKay and Daryl Fletcher, the two partners of Coverguardian of Forney, Texas, for the outstanding work they are doing to help keep America strong. Gentlemen, congratulations and best wishes for continued success.
Thank you very much. It is indeed a great honor.
Congratulations for earning the Keeping America Strong Award, which honors innovators and leaders like you who are the heartbeat of America.
Our thanks to retired Rear Admiral Kevin Delaney for taking part in the presentation of the Keeping America Strong Award, the award that salutes small to middle-sized organizations who are helping to move America forward.
For more information on this company and their product, visit their website at www.coverguardian.com.
That's it for Heartbeat of America's special edition, Keeping America Strong.
Now for a final word from William Shatner.
Well, that's it for this edition of Heartbeat of America. I'm William Shatner. Thanks for watching.